I wonder if there's a way we can move the Kremlin from Moscow over here. Maybe if we got a bunch of reindeer to, like, put it on a sled and then take it across. Oh, what? Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a guide for Aragon in EU4 1.35. But before this video begins, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Did you know that there's only about a 17% chance that you're subscribed? So do us both a favor and subscribe to the channel. With that out of the way, let's jump into Aragon. Aragon is one of the best nations located in Iberia. In fact, with the newest 1.35 update and the new disasters that have been added to Castile, Aragon is actually a easier nation to play in Iberia than Castile. Not only that, but Aragon actually has a brand new government reform that I will show you how to unlock in this video. But first, what we want to do is set up our estates. So for the clergy, you want to give out religious state, religious diplomat, and clerical education. For the nobility, you want to give out primacy of the nobility, increased levies. For the burghers, you want to give out private trade fleet, land of commerce, patronage of the arts, and indebted to the burghers. Then summon the diet and seize land. For your starting allies, you want to ally the Pope, France, and Navarra. And for your advisors, you want to get a mill advisor, a diplo advisor, and an admin advisor. In each category, choose whichever one you think is best. For your rivals, you want to rival Castile and whoever has just rivaled you back. I'm going to rival the Mamelukes and Lithuania. A short time after the game begins, you're going to get this event, the Infantes of Aragon, where you have two options here. You can either take this one, Opportunity is Knocking, where you get permanent claims on Castile, or you do this one right here. I recommend taking the top option. I will tell you why very shortly. It has something to do with the new government reform that we're trying to take as Aragon. The steps that you want to take to get the new government reform as Aragon are as follows. You want to have -1 stability. Now you might be wondering, well, how do I get -1 stability? Don't just sit around and wait for an event to happen. Instead, what you want to do is just royal marry someone random, someone you don't care about your relations with. I'm just going to go ahead and royal marry Savoy, and then once a month passes, then go ahead and break royal ties. This will lead us to lose 1 stability. Now, don't worry, this is what we need for the government reform. If you get this event, the Neapolitan succession, choose the bottom option. You don't want this one. You don't want Naples to become independent. Yes, it is going to give them some liberty desire, and you're going to lose some legitimacy. However, you can easily deal with this. So select the bottom option for the Neapolitan succession. And this is the event right here for the unique government reform for Aragon added in 1.35. It is called the Syndicate Remka, where basically there is this event here combining the nobility of Aragon. You get 3 options here. You can go allow the peasants to form a Syndicate Remka, ignore the peasant rabble, or down with the nobles. If you want to proclaim a peasant republic, select the bottom option, which is what we're going to do if you want to get the new government reform unique to 1.35. If you don't, then just do this one right here or this one, but I'm going to select the bottom option. And you're going to get basically this right here. You get to choose your candidate. I'm going to choose Keep Eric, and you are going to get a bunch of revolts throughout your country. Just quickly defeat these stacks of noble rebels, and you should be all good. It's not a disaster or anything that you have to fulfill some requirements for. You're going to have a lot of government reform progress built up. So for your tier 2 as the Peasant Republic, I recommend taking the virtues of the Politia for the extra manpower. And once you defeat the rebels, now your real game can begin as the lovely Aragonese Peasant Republic. Do keep in mind that it can take up to 1520 for this to occur. Typically it will occur well before 1500, so don't be surprised if you have to wait until 1456, 1455, even until 1460. If that's too long for you, then just go ahead and restart. Once you become the Peasants Republic, it is time to start preparing for your first war. Your first war is going to be against your noble rivals of Castile. Remember, we selected that event earlier in the game to get claims on everything that Castile owns. Now, we will go ahead and get ready to declare war on them. Take a look and see who Castile is allied to. Typically, Castile will ally Portugal, and that's pretty much it. Sometimes they will ally Austria. If they ally Austria, don't worry. France can typically take on both Austria and Castile, especially if, like in my case, Austria isn't even the emperor. However, if Austria is the emperor, or if you just want some extra help, then go ahead and ally Bohemia, start currying favors with them, and they will be more than happy to help you out with Austria. Austria. Now it's time to declare on Castile, call in France, of course, and any other allies that you might have. France will easily bulldoze all of Castile, so you really don't need to worry about it. It's actually kind of scary how overpowered France is. But they're on our side this time, so it doesn't matter. So go ahead and call in France, another ally, and declare for one of these provinces here. For your tier 3 government reform, I recommend taking sortition. For your peace deal with Castile, make sure you take all of the required provinces for this mission, the intervene in Castile. Make sure you take all of these provinces here. And if, like me, you forgot to vassalize Navarra, make sure you annex Navarra. If you didn't vassalize them, odds are the Castilians did, so just take them in this war. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to take all of the provinces and Navarra and some money. And there you go. Once you have all of the provinces, you can take intervene in Castile and vassalize Navarra, giving you claims on the entirety of Iberia. For your first idea group as Aragon, I recommend taking quality ideas. If you went the Republic route, which you should have gone since you're watching this video, you can take plutocratic. However, plutocratic is honestly not very good in comparison to the other ideas, so take quality ideas. If you get this event for the Castilian Civil War where you can choose to support a claimant, honestly, I just select the bottom option. Castile doesn't deserve this manpower, and also they're probably going to defeat the rebels anyway. Even if you did destroy Castile like I did, they're still probably going to defeat the pretenders anyway, so just choose the bottom option. It is now time to declare your second war. Now, you should have claims on these provinces over here. As you can see, we actually have claims on these provinces around here, these ones here in southern France. Now, if you're lucky, Provence will still hold all of these provinces. Unfortunately, at the very beginning of the game, France called me into a war against Provence, so now Provence has been reduced to the one province right here. However, I'm still going to go ahead and declare on them or their one province that they own. They shouldn't be allied to anyone big, and you can solo this war. For your peace deal with Provence, whether they have one province or all of their provinces, regardless, you want to fully annex them and take all of their money. You can make them annul some course. And now it is time to do the unthinkable. You are going to break your alliance with France, and in return, you are going to ally Austria and basically anyone else who can help you out in a war against France. The reason you want to do that is because we are going to go ahead and attack France for the claims that we have here in the south of France, but we are also going to take some provinces, and I'll show you which provinces to take once we go to war with them. For your tier 4 government reform, make sure you take maintain balance of power. And once you meet these requirements here, you can complete this mission called Aragonese Navy. Okay, it is now time to declare your war on France. If you followed the guide, you should have allied a bunch of random people like I did. I allied a bunch of random people, but a lot of them won't join. Really, the only one that's going to join is Austria. Everyone here likes France. Unfortunate, however, that doesn't really matter. So I'm going to go ahead and call in Austria to help me out with the war against France and declare this province as my war goal. For your peace deal with France, you want to take something like this. You want to take the coastline here, but you also want to take the province of Toulouse, so you can release Toulouse. And then you also want to take this province right here, any Gascon province, so that you can go ahead and release Gascony. In fact, I'm going to take Troyes instead, since it's a little bit less aggressive expansion. Take as much money as you can carry. You probably incurred quite a bit of debt fighting the French, so take as much money as you can carry, and you don't really want war reps since we do want to be fighting France relatively soon. For your second idea group as Aragon, I recommend taking trade ideas. And now your nation should look something like this. In this video, I showed you how to take Aragon from being a very little small country into Iberia, from basically being the absolute masters of Iberia and honestly the masters of Europe in a very short amount of time. I also showed you how to enact the very unique Aragon Grand Republic, or rather Peasant Republic reform that was added in 1.35 to Aragon, which makes your gameplay maybe not the most powerful, but definitely the most fun. Let me know what other nation you would like to see me do a guide on in the comments section below. And also, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out more than you think. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.